Hello, hello, how's it going? My name is Hocus, and welcome back to another episode on the RambleCraft survival server. This is episode 6. Thank you once again for tuning in. As always, we find ourselves over in the shopping district today. A lot has changed. It's been a while since I've been on the server, but before we dive into anything, let's get those likes left down below. Let's do the subscriptions, the comments, that kind of thing. Let's get that out of the way, guys. All right, so I'll give you a few seconds to do that. All right, that should have been enough time, and if not, you can go ahead and pause the video. But as you can see, we are already stood on top of a new build, which is very interesting. It looks like the question mark block from Mario, so I wonder what's going on the inside. Now, I'm going to assume that this shop belongs to Hudlin, since it's on the site of his original shop, Hudlin House, which has since disappeared. And the entrance does look kind of similar when you take a look at it. Yeah, quite similar to Hudlin House. So I'm going to go ahead and say this is Hudlin's store, unless there is detail on the inside. Hello, welcome to Lotto Lucky Block. Feeling lucky? I might be. I'm not entirely sure, but thanks for asking. Around you are various shulker boxes filled with items. From Enchanted Elytra, top tier, okay, top tier, to basically nothing. Now, I'm guessing nothing is bottom tier. He didn't actually specify, but it sounds bad. Each box has a value of 40 to 0 diamonds, okay. Starting with the 40, I like that, good marketing. A value of 40 to 0 diamonds, good luck. Well, let's see what's going on here. 1 diamond block per shulker, shulker included, put diamond block in barrel. Oh, wait, so people have been buying these. Holy cow. I don't have any diamonds on me. Possibly in our shop. I haven't checked it just yet. Okay, fingers crossed that we've made some diamonds, because I actually do want to buy this final shulker box and see if we can get lucky here. So, mending books. Oh, sweet. Another 32 diamonds made, and we're selling those at 8 per 2 books. Unbreaking 3, 15 diamonds made. Awesome. And blocks. Oh, we've actually sold some blocks as well. This is really good. Name tags, still no sales. Logs, no sales. Silk touch, nothing. I don't know if people even realize that this is out here, because I think silk touch for 3 diamonds isn't a bad deal, and I'm sure someone might need it. Name tags, maybe we can reduce the price of these at some point, but this should be good as long as I can find a crafting bench around here. Also, quick shout out to Endavar, who has been working on the pathways at the shopping district. These look awesome. Great job, Endavar. Great job. I really, really do like this design. And so far, he's got this place looking a lot better and a lot tighter than it already was. Now, about that crafting bench. Once again, fingers crossed for me. I'm going to go ahead and place our block of diamond. And we are going to take our reward, which is this. At least it wasn't horrible. Hudlin, what have you done to me? Okay, loyalty 3. 32 obsidian, an ender chest, I guess, isn't bad. Okay, I can see the benefits to this box. Not horrible as it says, but definitely not the best, I'm sure. Anyway, really, really cool idea. I like this. I know there are also a couple of new shops off in this direction, and you're getting a sneak peek of one right now. So this pretty cool looking thing is Endavar's iron shop, I believe. I have seen this in a couple other videos, but never visited it myself. So, oh, very good, very good. He's got the ender chest, which is always a benefit. And then it looks like we've got 4 diamonds for 1 stack of iron blocks, 1 diamond for 2 stacks of iron ingots. Oh, wow. Endavar's iron farm must be absolutely killing it. I know he's online right now, so I'm assuming that's where he is, AFK. Oh, nice. Endavar, you've done a great job, my friend. This is a material right here that is going to be in hot demand. I'm pretty sure he's made sales already. Probably just restocked the store. But this is an awesome build and an awesome shop that provides a great, great material. And I've also peeked this interesting looking place as well. And I'll be totally honest, I have no idea what this is at all. But whoever built this is really, really nice. Okay, so we've got like oh, the stairs start here. We've got like a hanging anvil type thing. Oh, this is really nice. Let me get a proper look at this, because this build deserves attention. It really does. Oh, yes. This is super nice. I am not entirely sure whose build this is. And I'm sorry, I can't really give credit right now, but oh, wow. I'm really impressed by this, guys. Really, really impressed. This is a great build. Let's get on the inside and see what is being offered and see if we can figure out who actually owns this place. Oh. It's empty on the inside. Okay. I will have to figure out whether or not I can show this on camera then, because it doesn't look like there's much going on in here. So possibly the owner actually hasn't got this set up yet. But oh wow, wowee, this is a great build. Look at that roof. Oh god, this is awesome. All right, so I did a little bit of research, and it turns out that this place belongs to Attelantice, and she did include this in her most recent video. You can find a link to her channel down below in the description if you want to see that. I'm not entirely sure what she's going to sell in here, but it should be okay for you guys to see it. So revel in its glory. It's amazing. I love this build, I really do. Okay then guys, let's jump into the main portion of today's episode, which is going to be something that I have mentioned in the past that we might want to do for the server. So I'm going to be doing some community type work today. So first of all, we want to jump into the dark of the end portal. Oh, it looks like someone's made a new staircase here. A little bit more convenient than the 1x1 that we had going on. And this is it. So we've got the Enderman Farm here, and I just kind of wanted to come and survey the area and kind of check out how it works, what we need to keep the same, what might need to be changed here. So, all right, I see it is an Endermite-based farm. I was anticipating that this would be the case. So if you guys will remember rightly, a few, when was this? This was a few episodes ago now. We came over here and I mentioned that I might want to do a little bit of community work in the way of redesigning this farm. Not that Bubbo did a terrible job with it. It's clean, it's tidy, but I think we could make this look a little bit better if I'm honest. So I think that's what we're going to do today. And the idea of coming over here, as I say, was to survey the area, see what's going on, and maybe make a few choices about what we're going to do with the build before we come over and do it, because I will need to fill up a shulker box. What? A random lapis block here. That's strange. I will need to fill up a shulker box with items to get this done. So I'm going to just take a look around, see what kind of materials I'm thinking of, and then figure out how I'm going to go about the process. But mostly it's just going to be replacing blocks, because the shape of the farm must stay quite consistent due to the way it works. So we'll be making a few changes in terms of the block palette, and then probably just building a small area that looks slightly better for the enchanting and such to go in. But yeah, I can see this being quite a fun project. So let's head back to our base. Think about getting some items up together. We can even use our new, at least it wasn't horrible shulker box, which is one of the benefits, I guess, of getting such a, well, it's not terrible, is it? But a worse pull than we could possibly get from that game is that we do get a shulker box from it, and shulker boxes are invaluable in Minecraft. So as I say, let's get back to base, fill up some shulker boxes with some items, and let's see what we can do. Here we go then, guys. Here we go. Let's take a look at the materials I've decided to bring with me. So it might not look like a lot, but you just have to remember that there are a bunch of things we can craft out of wood. So we might be using some alternatives to the logs themselves. We've got a few stone options in there just in case we use some stone. I brought some glass as well. I'll definitely be incorporating this. And I just grabbed a few hoppers as well, because I'm thinking we can make a little bit of a better storage setup here, because at the moment the pearls just kind of pour onto the ground. And not only does that cause lag, but it's kind of... sometimes you don't want to be picking them up, you know, so if you don't want to pick them up, you can just throw them back in, and there'll be a couple hoppers down there picking them up and distributing them automatically to where they need to be. So I think what we're going to start with here, I'm going to grab a little bit of cobblestone. We're going to make our way up onto the roof here, so we can kind of just drop off and fly on up. And when I say roof, I actually mean this little portion. So let's... great landing, Hocus, great landing. Let's give that a second try. See if this time we can... get this right, because it's not difficult. There we go. So first things first, I'm going to remove all of this water. I think that would be a good place to start. Sweet. So no more water over the top of the Enderman Farm. And again, I can see why that was done, but there are better alternatives that I think we'll go with. And is it still flowing down there? It still is. Look at this. We got like a strange wall of water in the void, but that will soon dissipate. So what we're going to begin with here is a little bit of glass action. And I'm going to be going with light gray glass. As I always say, this is ultimately my favorite color of glass. Always looks good with pretty much every build, as long as you're theming correctly. So we just want to start out with some simple block replacement. So we'll get rid of these guys. And since I'm using the Silk Touch, I'm pretty sure that Bubbo, if he placed these blocks, I believe he did, I'm pretty sure he won't mind me reusing this glass if we need it. So that's pretty cool. So we'll begin with the light gray, and I'm thinking that we'll just create like a little box around this entire area. And I've got some a little bit more grand plans than what they've got going on here at the moment. I'm going to try and add some more detail. So we'll begin with the glass here. So this is definitely an improvement in my opinion, just a little bit of uniformity. Unfortunately, there are a few things up here at the top that we won't be able to change just because the Endermite is up there, so I don't want him to fall down out of the cart or anything. That would be a bit of a disaster. And then the platform might remain the same for now as well, but we'll consider doing something else to it down the line. I just want to mainly get the chute and then the platform here altered slightly. So you can see we're already beginning to think about design work around the outside of the glass. So we've got this straight glass tube, and then on the corners here, we are going to go with some oak. So do we have a little bit more of this? We certainly do. Very good. And that will just come out at a diagonal on the side. And you know what I'm going to do as well, guys? You've probably already been annoyed to death with those noises, so let's get the hostile creatures off. I've also dug out the inside so that none of them are hanging around. I think that makes a little bit of a difference. All right, so we're going to begin with the corners like so, and then maybe we also want to think about what's going to go on the in-between here. So let's get rid of a few blocks in between the logs, because there will be something... Oh, not that guy. I need to... probably keep those blocks around. I don't want to go falling through the ground if I can help it. All right, now we need a block to go in between, which I'm thinking, again, let's go with spruce. Maybe spruce would be a good idea. I like combining woods. It always looks pretty good. We'll make up a few slabs like so, and we're going to be using slabs here for now. I think that will be a good choice. So we'll go like this. And like this. Oh, not there, Hocus. That is incorrect. We want that down by half a block. Okay, and then again across this side. All right, so so far so good. And now we are also going to have a little bit of detail on the inside of this as well. But first of all, let's get these pillars all the way up to the top so that we can start working in between them. So I just ran out of oak wood over in the end, and I'm kind of lazy at the moment, so... I'm going to use my own store for personal reasons. You know, I don't have to pay. This is my stock. And there are two reasons for this. First of all, because I want to get this video out. My birthday is coming up on Wednesday 7th. So I'm going to have a busy week ahead of me, which might possibly result in a lack of time to record. And secondly, I'm kind of just feeling lazy today, to be honest. So I don't want to do any manual choppity chop. I just want to grab the wood and go build. So I thought I'd just steal it from the store. No harm done. We should be okay, and I can return anything that we don't use. But back over to the end. I've got a little update to show you in just a second. Slowly but surely, we are progressing towards something that looks rather cool. So we've got the wood on each corner now. And I'm thinking that up the chute here, the area that they fall through, we're just gonna have a pattern that kind of repeats over and over again. So I kind of came up with something simple that I think I'm gonna go with, which will be something like this. A little trapdoor there, and then just to avoid spawns on this block, we might place a piece of brown carpet. I think that doesn't look too bad, but I was also going to test out an alternative. So we've got the spruce stairs. I might go ahead and test out some oak stairs instead and just see what that looks like, see if it's any better at all. So where is our oak? It is right here. Let's go ahead and just make some stairs. That should do the trick. And stare and stare. And then let's get a better look at this so that we can try to make our minds up. Oh. Try again. Oh my, come on, Hocus. Parkour skills 0 right now. Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right, so oak stairs. No. I think spruce is definitely better. The change of color there doesn't really work very well, so we'll stick with the spruce. Okay, so let's do that. So I think we'll begin our first one here, and then we'll just go up and up and up and up and up until we can't go any further. But yeah, this will be the start of things, and then we can use this to kind of branch off again. So from here, we might take out the slabs once more, because we will need slabs over the top here. That is a definite, so that we can stop spawns from happening on this platform. You know what, guys? There were points at which I was a little bit unsure about what we've got going on here, but the more I look at it, the more I think I like it. And there is maybe one more slight change that I could make that I don't know how it will turn out. But you see I've got these trapdoors here on the left and the right. I guess there is potential for us to just go all the way up the side with those. Not like that, however. Let's remove that one. And probably should grab it as well so that we can actually reuse it. But we could do this, right? We could just go all the way up the sides. Let's take a step back and figure out maybe whether or not we're going to do that. Ooh, you know what? You know what? This could be good, guys. This could be good. But let's get an aerial view of things so that you can properly take it all in. So this is the chute that they fall down. And I quite like this design, actually. As I say, I was a little bit unsure. But you know what? I think it works. I think it definitely does work. But then if we did that, would we also do it on the sides as well? Because that could be a little bit contentious. We do want to be able to see in there so that we can see all these dudes falling. Because it's kind of funny how they come down and just exit the world very, very swiftly. Because at the moment, as I say, this is open. So there they go, down into the void where they belong. But we'll keep working here. I do need to head back to the overworld real quick to grab some more supplies. But you guys let me know if there are any changes you might want to see implemented. Yeah, I think we might go with this on the left and right. Looks pretty good to me, as is. And we can just get started on that once we get back from the overworld. All right, I'm certainly a fan of this. And I think the change was very much so warranted and definitely does add a little bit extra. I think that's where we'll leave it. There are a few issues to fix at the top. As you can see, we've got a bit of bit of company gathering up there, but we will get around to that eventually, so don't you guys worry. Anyway, next up, we are going to think about adding a second floor to this area. So what I'm going to do is, very, very carefully, place a bucket of water right here. And then in typical skyblock fashion, we're going to go down ever so slowly. And then we're just going to place a couple blocks, not like that. Something like this should be okay. It cannot really be that tall, can it? I guess we'll go with something that's too tall again. Let me just gather some oxygen so that I can breathe. And then we'll place a block right here. That should do the trick. And then we can grab our water back. And we've got ourselves an area in which to start a secondary platform. So down here is where the enchanting is going to go. It's where the storage is going to go. So we will make sure that we can access both of those things from beneath. However, before we do that, we do need to figure out what sort of shape we're going to go with here. So obviously right here is going to be where the storage lies. We'll have hoppers in this gap that will collect up all of the drops and dispense them down this way. Checking in once more just to bring you guys a few updates. So quite a bit has changed. We've got our hoppers in place. So there are hoppers underneath these carpets. The middle carpets and the back carpets all feeding into the central row there. And I'll show you where those go in just a second. But before we do that, I decided to go with a circular platform. So on the inside, we've got the spruce half slabs and they are surrounded by a border of stripped oak wood. And I think that looks pretty darn cool. I don't know about you guys, but I quite like that combination. We've also got something similar going on up top. Uh-oh. This is what I was worried about. We're getting a bunch of spawns, but that is why we've got this stuff. If you place carpet down, it means that mobs cannot spawn on those blocks. So that's what we're going to try to do here. Unfortunately, doesn't look like I'm going to have enough carpet to surround everything if I had to make my best guess, especially after using some of it on the hoppers. So let me get that camera facing me. Ramblers, if you're watching right now, this is an outcry to you. I am looking for wool. I am looking for brown dye. So if you guys have any of that and you feel as though you'd like to donate that to this project, then you can either drop it off to my base or you can just bring it over yourself and do the work. I'm pretty sure you can figure out where the carpet goes. Not going to treat anyone as if they're an idiot. So if you guys really wouldn't mind doing that, I would greatly appreciate the help, just because I don't really have the resources at the moment. I do have a little sheep farm, but it's kind of manual, kind of boring, and I don't really have a supply at all. And there goes our last piece of carpet. So now that we've placed that, let's quickly take a look down here, because as I say, I have done a little bit in terms of the storage system. So what we've got is we've got some hoppers that lead down into these chests here, and then they fall down into a second set of chests. So we've got a little bit of storage. It's not too much, and this I'm sure will fill up quickly. But again, let's just hope that co-ramblers on the server here don't mind emptying this out time to time. So all you can do is just grab it, kind of throw it into the void. I think that's the best way of doing it until we set up an actual system for that to happen. But for the time being, this will be okay. Now, next up, we've got to kind of figure out where we're going to put the enchanting setup. I'm thinking of putting it at the back because that's where most of the space is. So let me grab those items and we'll see what we can do. Well, guys, I think we're just about done here for today. So why don't we go take a look at the underside portion of this newly revamped Enderman Farm. So you can head through this little trapdoor and it brings you down to a secondary platform that I built. We've got this shulker box here. I'm not entirely sure whose this is, but I'm thinking about using one of these signs just to ask for it to be cleaned up so that it's not hanging around. We've got our own here, which we'll sweep up and take away with us. But as you saw earlier, you can access the storage for this farm right here, which is quite nice and convenient, and everything is collected up automatically. Unfortunately, we don't have too much in terms of storage. This is quite limited, so we'll, as I say, have to keep an eye on it and just make sure that we're cleaning it out or building a separate system to destroy ender pearls when it's overflowing. We've got a crafting bench right here beneath the ladder. I put it there just so that it's visible to everybody. Once they come downstairs, they can use that. And then round the back here, we've got the enchanting setup. I made an extra bookshelf just so that this could be symmetrical. Got ourselves a grindstone, an anvil, which again, community is going to just have to take care of replacing this every now and again. And then at the back here, I've hollowed out a spot for the ender chest to sit in because this is usually quite useful. You can keep your lapis in here so that you don't have to bring it with you every time. And you can use the lapis to enchant if required, or what else you might need whilst you're over here. But I really think we've done a pretty nice job here. And as I say, I hope Bubbo doesn't take this the wrong way. I didn't mean any disrespect by remodeling this for him. He did an awesome job with this farm, and as I did mention, it was clean, and there wasn't really anything wrong with it, to be honest. But I thought that it could have done with a slight bit of work just for long-term satisfaction on the eyes, and that is exactly what we've done. So there will be small changes to be made, and I'm hoping that some of the other ramblers will help me out with those. The upside there needs to be altered slightly. We need to get more carpet in here and just ensure that the Endermen aren't able to teleport anywhere else other than this area here. We do want them to remain in the farm. But I think there might be a couple more things to look at today before we wrap up, but this will be it for the Enderman Farm section of today's video. We're doing pretty well when it comes to diamonds, I would say. Anyway, I mean, look at this. We got nice little supply building up here. So what I'm going to do is actually going to go and do a little bit of shopping. So I'm going to take 25 with me. I don't plan to spend any more than that. And I'd be surprised if we even made a significant dent in 25. And you know what? Since the sun's going down, let's get to sleep before we head over there. Okay then, so first on the agenda for a little bit of spending, I'm going to come over to Endavar's shop and probably just buy some iron. I think this is actually pretty cheap. So 4 diamonds for 1 stack of iron. So I think I'm going to take 4, 8, 12. Yeah, let's take 3 stacks. Because we used quite a little bit today on those hoppers, so we'll go ahead and replace some of that. But four diamonds a stack, I think that's a good deal. I don't know what you guys think, let me know down below, but I would say that that is a decent price. So there I was saying that we wouldn't make a significant dent, and I already have. I'm now over at Hudlin's store, and I'm going to buy 2 stacks of sea lanterns, I think, because these guys are going to be very useful when it comes to builds that need lighting. You can hide them under carpets, you can hide them in walls, that kind of thing. So I think we'll make use of those at some point. And then finally, I wanted to head back over to Kier and Dev's store, which unfortunately for them doesn't have a path connected to it just yet, but that will come further down the line, I'm sure. And I'm pretty sure that Endavar didn't do that on purpose either. Let's actually take a look at if they're making sales. So they've got 15 there for one of their bundles. Mending books seem to be back in stock for them. I don't know if they've made sales or if they've just restocked, but I made quite a few sales. So looks like we're winning on that front. Elytra seems to not be making too many sales at the moment, but this is what I'm here for. I want some more tier 1 rockets, and wow, they must be making tons of sales here. This guy is clean out, and they've got 3 diamonds in here. I think, you know what, since I spent the rest of those diamonds, let's just snap. I want to just get rid of the ladder, take that, and I think that's our 11 stacks right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, yes. I must have miscounted the first time, but I'm going to just spend the rest of our diamonds on rockets because I'm starting to use the Elytra more commonly now. You can see it on my back at the moment, and it's just so convenient. It's much better than running and boating and that kind of thing. And for us to continue using it, we're just going to have to continue to buy rockets. And that's as simple as it is until we get ourselves a significantly improved way of gathering some gunpowder. Alright then, guys. Welcome back to episode 6 of the RambleCraft SMP for the last time for today. I hope you had fun with this one. I had tons of fun designing. Building is one of the things I enjoy most in Minecraft, and that is exactly what we took part in today. So of course, I definitely did enjoy it, and I thank you very much for tuning in to watch me do it. I feel as though we did a good deed for the server today. We did our little bit of community service, which everybody's been doing recently. Of course, Endavar did a bit of the road work. Bubbo built this thing in the first place, etc, etc. Everybody's contributing to make this server a fun place for us all to play, and it's really a good feeling. I'm having a lot of fun with it, so I'm glad we got around to doing this today. Alright guys, so if you did enjoy this one, please be sure to drop a like down below. You have no idea how much that helps out. I'd really appreciate it if you could do that for me. Also, if you have any questions, suggestions, comments, or feedback, drop those down below in the comment section. I always read every single comment, and I always respond to comments that I think require a response. So of course, if there's anything you have to say, do let me know down below, and again, I really appreciate reading them, so definitely do that. And finally, if you're new around here, then first of all, welcome. My name is Hocus. I hope you enjoyed the stay on the channel today. If you want to stay tuned to this series, hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. That's that red one down below if you didn't know. That will allow you to, as I say, stay tuned to this series. I've also got a single player LP series, which we have a ton of fun in. So if you love the game of Minecraft, as I do, then I recommend that you do that and just stick around. So guys, that is going to be it from me for today. I appreciate you spending your time on my channel once again. Take care, have a great week. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.